First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys, well, they're struggling at this point in the year. Just 2 wins over their last 7. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Lance a fake of the jet sweep, and he wants to throw it off that play action. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd
and they'll send the slot in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Eagles, 1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the Bears' 43.
His short throw caught by Goddard. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And an Eagles first down. A gain on the play. First down, Philadelphia. Play
action. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Play action. Now it's Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On the deep ball.
Second and 10.
Mitchell on the coverage.
Shotgun now for Lance. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Lance. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught. Davis Allen. Here's 3rd and 3.
Davis Allen. A 7-yard gain on the play.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And an Eagles first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. In motion, the tight end. A first down carry for Barkley. Nifty move. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
1 yard.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To throw, it's Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joey Bosa. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Lance now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nolan Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Hurts. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I
think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Bears nothing.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Philadelphia.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. That is caught by Vele. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And here's Matt Araiza now. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
A 3-yard pickup.
And it's second down.
Second and 7.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. From the 43, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another Eagles first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Eagles first down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Barkley. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He'll try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Onto the field now come the Bears. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Lance to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Here's Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
12 yards on the play. Leads to third and 5.
Now Lance. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Eagles first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Brown goes in motion left. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll set up a throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And that is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Well, now how about this return? And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 30.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 154 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. A gain of 12.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
He was brought down
now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Eagles first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Hurts fumbles it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Recovered by the offense.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's another Eagles first down.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Lance going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
On the play. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance. To the right side, he's got Velo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards on the play.
Working from the gun, Lance. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
6 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They juked him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are pouring it on.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw, it's Lance. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down.
Eagles first down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Sanders.
From the 44. Hurts. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Dances by him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Eagles first down. A gain of 15. First down, Eagles.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete.
Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, back foot throw there is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Lance looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Lee. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
1st and 10 at the 7.
Lance now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lance. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown set to go to work once more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of full time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Lance on the option right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. That's taken in left side by Vele. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Jalen Carter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7 and 5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2 and 10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.